Hare Krishna.
Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Bhagavatam Samasitam Buddha Sundaram Kandar Agom Vikamaniya Vishesha Shobha Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Angani Yasa Sakalem Kriya Priti Manti Vasyan Dipan Kayanti Jiram Naganti Ananda Chinmaya Sadhu Jala Vigrahasya Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada. Jai Prabhupada, Jai Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada. Jai Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada. Jai Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Shri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhakti Sadma. Shri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhakti Sadma. वंद मोहि सावधान माते वंद मोहि सावधान माते हर प्रसादे भाई ए भवतरिया जाय हरे प्रसादे भाई ए भवतरिया जाय कृष्ण प्राप्ति हो जहाँ होइते कृष्ण प्राप्ति हो जहाँ होइते गुरुमुखा पद्मा वाक्या चिते ते करिया क्या गुरुमुखा पद्मा वाक्या चिते ते करिया क्या और ना करी हो मने आशा और ना करी हो मने आशा श्री गुरु चरणे ऐसे उत्तम गति श्री गुरु चरणे रति ऐसे उत्तम गति जे प्रसाद पूरे सर्व आशा जे प्रसाद पूरे सर्व आशा चक्षुदान दिलो जय जन्मे जन्मे प्रभु से चक्षुदान दिलो जय जन्मे जन्मे प्रभु से दिव्य ज्ञान हृदय प्रकाशित दिव्य ज्ञान हृदय प्रकाशित प्रेम भक्ति जाते अविद्या विनाश जाते प्रेम भक्ति जाते अविद्या विनाश जाते वेद गाए जहर चरिता वेद गाए जहर चरिता श्री गुरु करुणा सिंधु अधम जनारा बंधु श्री गुरु करुणा सिंधु अधम जनारा बंधु लोकनाथ लोकेरा जीवाना लोकनाथ लोकेरा जीवाना प्रभु करा दया देह मोरे पद छाया प्रभु करा दया देह मोरे पद छाया देवे आज सुप्रिभुवन तेरे आस सुप्रिभुवन शील प्रभुपाद पतित पवन शील प्रभुपाद पतित पवन जय प्रभुपदा 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 जय प्रभुपदा जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय प्रभुपाद जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय प्रभुपाद जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 शील प्रभुपाद नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमद्भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामी नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्तवृंदा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Govind, Radha Govind, Radha Govind Shri Radhe. Jaya Sita Ram, Sita Ram, Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman. Jaya Panchatattva, Jaya Panchatattva, Panchatattva, Jaya Panchatattva. Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada, 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 Jai Prabhupada. Jai Jai Prabhupada, Prabhupada.
प्रभुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजक श्री श्रीमद भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की, इस्कॉन बीडी फाउंडर आचार्य श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजक अष्टोत्तर सदा श्री श्रीमद भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की, अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की, नामाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की। श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गौ गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की। श्री वृंदावन धाम की, श्री नवदीप मायापुर धाम की, श्री जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की जय। गंगा माई की, यमुना माई की जय। भक्ति देवी की जय। तुलसी महारानी की जय। श्री राधा गोविंद की, श्री श्री सीताराम लक्ष्मण हनुमान की, श्री श्री पंचतत्व की जय। निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे। All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. Hare Krishna. All glories to Sri Guru and Gauranga Srila Prabhupada ki. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Vishnu Bhutale Srimad Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namani Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pacharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. श्री गुरु वंदना। हमारे आध्यात्मिक गुरु के चरण कमल ही एकमात्र साधन है जिनके द्वारा हम शुद्ध भक्ति प्राप्त कर सकते हैं। मैं उनके चरण कमलों में अत्यंत भक्ति एवं श्रद्धापूर्वक नतमस्तक होता हूँ। उनकी कृपा से जीव भौतिक क्लेशों के महासागर को पार कर सकता है तथा कृष्ण की कृपा प्राप्त कर सकता है। मेरी एकमात्र इच्छा है कि उनके मुख कमल से निकले हुए शब्दों द्वारा अपनी चेतना को शुद्ध करूँ। उनके चरण कमलों में अनुराग ऐसी सिद्धि है जो समस्त मनोरथों को पूर्ण करती है। वे मेरी बंद आंखों को खोलते हैं तथा मेरे हृदय में दिव्य ज्ञान भरते हैं। जन्म जन्मांतर से वे मेरे प्रभु हैं। वे प्रेम भक्ति प्रदान करते हैं और अविद्या का नाश करते हैं। वैदिक शास्त्र उनके चरित्र का गान करते हैं। हे गुरुदेव, करुणा सिंधु तथा पतित आत्माओं के मित्र, आप सबके गुरु एवं सभी लोगों के जीवन है। हे गुरुदेव, मुझ पर दया कीजिए तथा मुझे अपने श्री चरण की छाया प्रदान कीजिए। आपका यश तीनों लोकों में फैला हुआ है। जगत गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय।
राधा कृष्ण को गोपला शाम राधा वृंदावन धाम की जय, नवदीप धाम की जय, गंगा माँ की जय, जमुना माँ की जय, द्वारका धाम की जय, स्वामी तो भक्तिवेदांत की जय, और ग्लोरी टू देव, और ग्लोरी टू देव। थैंक यू वेरी मच। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। अधुना इह महाभाग यथैव नरकात् नरः नाना उग्र यातनान् नीयात् तन्मे व्याख्यातुम् अर्हसि। अथुनेह महाभाग यथैव नरकान्नरः नानुग्र यातनान्नेयात् तन्मे व्याख्यातुमर्हसि। So 𝒄𝒉𝒂𝒏𝒕 Goswami, the whole Bhagavad is talking between the spiritual master and the disciple. 𝒄𝒉𝒂𝒏𝒕 Goswami is the spiritual master and Maharaj Parikshit, king, he is the disciple. At the time of his death, he had only 7 days remaining. He was aware that only 7 days remaining. So Maharaj Parikshit left his kingdom and sat down on the bank of the Ganges, and fortunately his spiritual master also came. So there was discussion on the Srimad Bhagavatam for 7 days. This 7 days discussion is imitated by the professional Bhagavad reciters in India. But that is not required. We have to hear Srimad Bhagavatam daily. Parikshit Maharaj had only 7 days left in his life. Therefore, he hurriedly finished the reading of Bhagavatam. But, of course, he had 7 days assured. We haven't got 7 minutes assured. We can die at any moment. Anyway, the recommendation is Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. We should read Srimad Bhagavatam daily. Simply go on reading. Nityam Bhagavatasya. Nasta prayashu abhadrishu. Nityam Bhagavatasya. We have no taste for reading and hearing Srimad Bhagavatam, but the taste will be created if we, even by force, sit down and attend Bhagavad class. The taste will be created. How it will be created? Just like a person suffering from jaundice, if you give him sugar candy, it will be tasted by him as bitter. This is very practical example. He will say the patient suffering from jaundice, he will say it is bitter. But sugar candy is not bitter. And at the same time, for jaundice diseased man, the sugar candy is the only medicine. If you give him sugar candy, water, sugar, cane, then he will be cured very soon. And papaya, these things are recommended for jaundice patient. Similarly, the discussion on Srimad Bhagavatam may not be liked by me in the beginning, but if we hear, just like a child does not want to go to school, but if you force him to go gradually, he'll go automatically. This is the process. So, 𝒄𝒉𝒂𝒏𝒕 Swami is speaking Srimad Bhagavatam, and his disciple Maharaj Parikshit was hearing. So at the end, this is the sixth chapter of sixth canto. There are 12 cantos of Srimad Bhagavatam, and this is sixth canto. And at the end of the fifth canto, the Parikshit Maharaj was informed about the hellish planets, this universe. There are different types of planets. 𝒍𝒑 𝒂𝒏𝒕 𝒍𝒑 𝒂𝒏𝒕 कोटिषु अशेष वसुधादि विभूति भिन्नम. This universe is one of the universes. There are millions of universes. We do not know even one universe. We cannot study even one universe. They were not trying to go to the moon planet. But that has become a failure. From Shastra we understand that the moon planet is situated 1,600,000 miles away from the sun. And the sun is situated in the middle of the universe. And the total diameter from one circumference to the other of the universe, it is 4 billion miles. So the sun is situated at the point of 2 billion miles from the circumference of the universe, and above the sun planet, 1,600,000, there is the moon. And above that, there is Venus, there is Jupiter, there is Mars, all difference of 1,600,000 miles. So, it is not possible to go to the moon planet because, first of all, the sun is a little, according to the modern scientist calculation, is in 93 million. Taking it accepted 93 million from this earthly planet, then again add 1,600,000. That means 94,600,000 miles away from the earth, there is the moon planet. It is not possible. Therefore they are now silent. They cannot go there, neither ever they went there. This is the conclusion. So, that's a controversial point. Controversial, but we have to see the result. According to Vedic culture, one has to judge by the result, not by if you simply talk nonsense. One has to accept. What is the result? Suppose one says that I have done very good business, I have earned so much money, I have got in bank balance. You can say all these things. But one sees that a prosperous businessman has got a nice house, nice motor car, standard of living is very nice. But if he is loitering in the street, has no good dress, and if he advertises himself that I am a very big businessman, I have got so much money, who will believe it? Similarly, this moon planet expedition is up to this date, it is a failure. So how can I believe that they have gone there? So this universe is fully described in the 5th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. You will see it, which planet, where it is situated, what is the dimension, what kind of people live there, everything is there. Similarly, there are descriptions of the hellish planet, downwards. So that description of those planets, when Parikshit Maharaj heard it, that this sinful man, they are suffering there. Some of them being fried in boiling oil. This description is there. Some of them put into the river which is full of germs and mosquitoes. And some of them are forced to embrace a hot iron man, a hot iron woman. In this way there are many descriptions, and 𝒄𝒉𝒂𝒏𝒕 Goswami concluded, Maharaj, I have described a few of them. There are many thousands and thousand kinds of suffering. The Parikshit Maharaj is a Vaishnava. Vaishnava means devotee. So he did not appreciate the suffering of the human being in such a way. That is the Vaishnava's nature. Vaishnava himself is very happy because he is in direct connection with Krishna. He personally has no complaint because Vaishnava is satisfied simply by serving Krishna, that's all. He doesn't want anything. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu at least teaches us. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, na dhanang na janang na sundaring 𝒄𝒉𝒂𝒏𝒕 𝒍𝒘𝒂𝒚𝒔. Dhanang means wealth, and janang means many followers or family members, big family, big factory. There are many businessmen, they are running on big factories, and thousands of men are working at his direction. And this is also opulence. And to have great amount of money, that is also opulence. Dhanam, janam, And another opulence, to have a very nice wife, beautiful, obedient, very pleasing. But these are material necessities. People generally aspire for these three things: wealth, many followers, and a good wife at home. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, "No dhanam, I don't want money." Just the opposite. Everyone wants money. He says, "No, I don't want. Na dhanam, na janam. I don't want many men as my followers." And just see, everyone wants. The politicians, the yogis, the swamis, everyone wants. There may be hundreds and thousands of my followers. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, "No, I don't want. Na dhanam, na janam, na sundari 𝒄𝒉𝒂𝒏𝒕 𝒂𝐻𝐻𝐿. Neither I want very nice, beautiful, obedient wife. Then what do you want? Mama janmani 𝒍𝒍𝒃𝒂𝒚𝒔 𝒕. Life after life, let me remain a faithful servant of your Lord. This is Vaishnava. He doesn't want anything. Why he will want? If he becomes servant of Krishna, then what does he want? Suppose if you become servant of a very, very big man, then what is the question of your want? This is intelligence. Any servant of any big man is bigger than his master. Because master is given so many varieties of food, master takes little and the balance the servants eat. So where is his want? There is no question of want. Just try to become servant of God and all your necessities will be sufficiently fulfilled. This is intelligence. Just like a rich man's child, does he want anything from father? No. He simply wants father, mother. The father and mother knows what does he want, how he will be happy. That is the duty of the father and mother. Similarly, this is very good intelligence. Just to try to become the sincere servant of Krishna, all your necessities of life will be sufficiently supplied. There is no question of asking. Therefore, intelligent devotee, they do not ask. Like the unintelligent devotee, go to the church and pray to God, give us our daily bread. The God's servant, and he will not get your bread, you have to ask from God? No. God is giving bread to the 8 million other living entities, birds, beasts, tigers, elephants. They are not going to the church for asking bread, but they are getting it. See, God is supplying everyone food. Why? He shall not supply you, He is supplying. So we should not go to God for begging some material benefit. That is not actual devotion. We shall go to God for begging how one can be engaged in His service. That should be the begging. Hare Krishna means, Hare means, oh the energy of God, and Krishna, oh Krishna, Lord Krishna, please engage me in your service. This is Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. It is simply praying, oh my Lord Krishna, oh Srimati Radharani, Krishna's energy, kindly engage me in your service. That's all. Finish. All witness. This is Vaishnava. So Vaishnava has no necessity. He knows that I have no necessity. My only business is to serve Krishna. So he is happy in all conditions. So Parikshit Maharaj is a Vaishnava. From his childhood, he is a Vaishnava. So he has no unhappiness. But when he heard that so many sinful persons are going to the hell and they are suffering in this way, he became very sorry. That is what. Paradukha dukhi. He is unhappy by seeing others unhappy. He has personally no unhappiness. But he is paradukha dukhi. As like Prahlad Maharaj, all the Vaishnava you will see, that's like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Tattva Sudushchita Surepsita Rajya King Dharmishtayajavatasā Jadagadharanyam Maya Mrigam Daitaye Sitamanna Dhava Bande Mahapurijati Charana. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was born in a very highly respectable Brahman family. He was personally very, very beautiful. His name is Gaur Sundar. And very learned scholar. At the age of 16 years, he defeated a very learned scholar from Kashmir. So, he was very influential. When he was 20 years old, the Kaji broke the Mridanga in Sankirtan. Kaji means the Musalman magistrate. And he started the civil disobedience movement. And he called for 1 lakh of men, 100,000 men, to join the Sankirtan and go to the Kaji's house. Immediately it was done. Just see how much influential he was. So far, material condition, he had his very affectionate mother. He was the only son of his mother, all brothers and sisters died. And his wife was very lucky. Lucky Priya died first, then he married second time, Vishnu Priya. So, very happy life. But he left. Tattvat Surepsita Rajya King. He was so happy in his family life that even the demigods cannot expect such happiness. Surepsita. Sura means demigod. They had no so much happiness. Tattva, but he gave up. Why? Maya mrigang daitaye sitamanna dhava. He took this mission just to show mercy to the fallen conditioned souls who are suffering in this material world. That was it. Similarly, the Goswamis, just like Rupa Goswami, he was Prime Minister in the government, and about him it is said that Tatta Turnam Masesa Mandalapati Saning Sada Tucha. He gave up such exalted post as Minister of the government, Chief Minister of the government. And Tatta Turnam Asesa Mandalapati Saning. As a minister, his association was with very big men. Mandalapati. Mandalapati means very, very big leaders. Actually, big merchant, big businessman, big industrialist, big politician, they used to visit him. So he gave up this company. Sada Tuchava. What is the nonsense? What is the use of meeting all these men? Tattvāsu namasi samandalapati sani sada tuchha. And what they become? Bhutta dīna ganesako karunaya kopina kanthas. Here is the Goswami's photo. you can see how they have become mendicant. A small loin cloth, one water pot only, that's all, finished, no position. So, why? Bhutyadina ganesha 𝒂𝐻𝐻𝐿. They wanted to show their mercy to this suffering humanity. So in this way, they adopted, changed their life. That is Vaishnava. Vaishnava personally has no demand for life, no unhappiness. He is completely satisfied with Krishna. But is unhappy by seeing other conditioned souls suffering. This is Vaishnava. And many examples. Prahlad Maharaj also said the same thing. So here also, Parikshit Maharaj, he heard so many things, but he is very much perplexed that how these suffering men who are put into this hellish condition of life, not all, some of them. So he is asking, my dear sir, you have explained so many things, they are very nice. Adhuna, just now, you have, in this connection, Mahabhaga, oh the great fortunate, Mahabhaga, Jathaiva Narakat Nara, Jathaiva, as, from this hellish condition, Narakat, from the hell, Nara, the human being, Nana Ugra Jatana, they are put into the hell means they are suffering, very severe type of pains. Nana Ugra Jatana Niyat, they become free. Tanme Bhaktivedanta Magas. Now, leaving aside all other topics, kindly let me know how these men can be delivered from this hellish condition of life. This is his prashna. So, we may declare very foolishly that we are independent. That is the foolishness of the modern civilization. They are not independent, nobody. Everyone is dependent. But because they are dependent and there are so many sufferings awaiting them for their so-called independent life, they do not believe in the next life. This is the, special feature of the modern civilization. They say big professor, big leader. No, there is no life after death. This is once we get and finished. That is also another foolishness. Just like a child, he knows that his body will be changed. Nobody will remain a baby, nobody will remain a child, nobody will remain a boy. Next life is awaiting. It is very simple philosophy. And then after this body, another body is waiting. That's a fact. And not only fact, if you cannot understand it, there is no difficulty in understanding. But the authority says, Krishna says, Tata dehantara prapti. As we are changing from this body to that body, this body to that body, this body to that body, every moment, according to medical science, every moment we are changing body. That's a fact. But the changing is going so swiftly that we do not see how it is being changed. But if you come after some years, just like we are seeing so many children, and if you come some years after, his father says, this is the same child. Oh, he will say, oh, because he has changed body. You say, oh, he has become so big. So it is a fact that you are changing body, and Krishna says this example that as we are changing, even in this life, the body, similarly we shall have to change this body. The authority says, and we are practical example is there, why we should not believe in the next life. Even a child can understand, but they are trying to avoid next life. That is their philosophy. If there are next life, and next life one is going to put into the hell, and suffering is there, to dismiss this problem, they do not believe in next life. This is the real fact. But actually, this is the fact. If you live irresponsibly, then you have to suffer. So, not that all living entities are going to the hell, but some of them. Because most of the living entities, they are less than the human being. 8,400,000. So 8 millions, they are below the human's standard of life. Human being. They are animals. Jalajana Vlakkani Savara 𝒄𝒉𝒂𝒏𝒕. 9,100,000 in the water, different types of forms, body, then insect, then plants, trees, then insects, then birds, then beasts, then human being. This is the evolution. So, these 8 million different forms of body below the human being, they are not punishable. Because they are animals. They have no intelligence. Then again, amongst the human beings, those who are intelligent, those who are acting according to the Vedic instruction, they will not be also suffering. Those who are avoiding the instruction of the Vedas, they will be put into the hellish condition of life. So this question was raised by Parikshit Maharaj, that you have already described, that he did not disbelieve. He believed because he is Vaishnava, he knows. And his disciple of 𝒄𝒉𝒂𝒏𝒕 Goswami, so he has thorough knowledge. Now he is anxious. This is the symptom of Vaishnava, that he cannot see others as suffering. Therefore he takes like Lord Jesus Christ, Vaishnava. For others suffering, he agreed to be crucified. But the followers are so unfaithful, they are settled up that let Christ suffer for us and let us go on committing sin. Very good conclusion. They love Christ so that, my dear Christ, you suffer for our sinful activities and let us go on with our sinful activities. Christ says, thou shalt not kill. They decided, let us kill on and open scientific slaughterhouse, and if there is any sin, then Christ will suffer, that's all. He has taken the agency of suffering. Very good conclusion. Now, the Vaishnava can take the sufferings for you, but you should be saying that why I shall put such and such Vaishnava into suffering for my sinful activity. Let me stop this sinful activity. That is intelligence. Not that I give the suffering portion to Christ and let me go on committing all sinful activities. That is not it. But that will not be, that is not a fact. Suppose one is very pet son of his father, and he commits murder, and if he thinks if there is any punishment, my father will suffer. Will it be done? Will it be done? When he is arrested, if he says, no, you can release me, you can arrest my father, because I am very great son of my father. So will the government will do that? That you have committed murder and your father will be arrested? No. This is quite unreasonable. But you have committed murder, you must be hanged. Nor your father, nor your son, nor your brother. This is the law. So, that is the law. If you commit sinful life, then you must suffer. Not anyone else. But we are thinking like that. That let me go on doing all nonsense and somebody for me will suffer. No, that is not the law. So here Parikshit Maharaj does not raise such foolish question that who is suffering for. He is suffering. One who has committed sinful life, he must suffer. That is the law. So the answer is 𝒄𝒉𝒂𝒏𝒕 𝒍𝒍𝒂𝒚𝒔 जथांहस कृतस्य कुर्यात् मनोमुक्तपाणिभिः ध्रुवं स वै प्रेत नरकानुपैति जे कीर्तितामे भवतः तिग्मजातना. So Sukadeva Goswami replied, my dear king, these sinful activities must be atoned. Then there are three processes: karma, jnana, bhakti. The yoga is within the jnana. To improve our condition, there are different processes. One is called karma. Just like generally people are trying to elevate his position, economic condition, working day and night very hard. Similarly, we can also work very hard for our future happiness. We can promote ourselves in the heavenly planets and we can degrade ourselves to the hellish planets also, both ways. Because as soon as we are engaged in karma, unknowingly or knowingly, we commit some sinful activities. This is the position. Just like, even if I do not like to kill any animal, still while walking we are killing many animals, many ants on the street, unwilling. So that is also taken into account. You cannot kill even an ant. So the karma kanda is not very safe. Even if we want to act very piously, the danger is not over. There are many instances. There was one king, he was very charitable and he was giving cows, many cows to the Brahmanas, and you will find this story in the Krishna book. So there was some mistake. One Brahmana was taking another Brahmana's cows and both of them fought and they persisted. The owner wanted, I want this cow returned back. And the king offered that you, instead of this cow, you take 10 cows from me. You settle up. No, he would not do that. In this way, there was some misunderstanding and the Brahmin cursed him, as a result of which he had to become what is called? A lizard. Just see, this karma kanda. He had to become a lizard. The Krishna delivered him. So this is karma kanda. If there is little discrepancy, then there is great risk. Then jnana kanda. Gyanakanda means to understand things very properly. So Gyanakanda is simply speculation because there is no knowledge of the Supreme Personality of God. So that is also risky. So only Bhakti Marga is not risky. Bhakti Marga means devotion, the path of devotion. Because this material life means contamination of the three modes of material nature. Either you are on the goodness, or in the passion, or in ignorance. There is chance of falling down from one platform to another, so long you are on the material platform. But if you remain on the spiritual platform, just like we are trying to keep you on the spiritual platform, that is Bhakti Yoga, always engaged in devotional service, then you are above all these material qualities. That is confirmed in the Bhagavad Gita. Mancha abhyavicharini bhakti yogena 𝒍𝒍𝒂𝒚𝒔 sa gunana samatita etana brahma bhuyaya kalpate. Anyone who is fully, constantly, 24 hours engaged, abhyavicharini without any stoppage. Therefore I want that in our temple there should be program that we are always engaged in devotion and service. 24 hours. But because we have got this material body, we require little rest. The minimum rest, as minimum as possible. Because the sleeping means waste of time. We are supposed to be engaged 24 hours in the service of the Lord, but as it is not possible, we have to sleep, take little rest. So that should be the minimum. Because the whole period sleeping means waste. So all these Goswamis, they used to sleep not more than 2 hours. That was also not possible in some day. They are so busy in writing books and other. So this should be minimized and we should be engaged 24 hours. If we remain engaged in that way, we have got so many engagements. We are daily singing. I do not know whether you understand the meaning. శ్రీవిగ్రహారా ధననిత్తనాన సింగారతన మందిరమార్జనాలు జిప్తశ్చ భక్తాంశ్చ నిజుంజతో పీబంది విరశ్రీ చరణారవిందం. We have got Srivigraha. Srivigraha Seva. All rising early in the morning, arrange for Mangalarati, then dressing, then offering food, then Aratri. So many hours. The whole day can be used in that way. Then reading books, class, taking care of the temple, tana mandira marjana. Don't think that if one is engaged in the deity worship and if one is engaged in the gardening work, there is distinction. No. The one who is working as a gardener, he is as good as the one who is dressing the deity. Because it is absolute plain. There is no difference between just like the material world. If one is working as manager and the other is working as menial servant, there is difference of pay or difference of service. No. In the spiritual world, there is no such thing. In the spiritual world, even a small ant who is serving Krishna, by chance, suppose if there is an ant and the flower is thrown into the lotus feet of Krishna, and the ant kisses the lotus feet of Krishna, he is as good as the pujari. This is spiritual world. So we should give everyone chance how to serve Krishna. Then he will remain on the upper platform. Samatita. Atita means transcending. Etan gunan. Etan gunan means because the material world is complicated with modes of material nature. So this is called guna. So anyone who is engaged constantly in devotional service, sagunan samatittayeta, he immediately transcends the influence of the material qualities. Sagunan samatittayetan brahma bhuyaya. So these things will be discussed, that such person is not meant for going to the hell. No. They are not meant. It is stated that such devotees, they will not in dream also see what is hellish condition of life. They are so guaranteed. This hellish condition of life is meant for the persons who are rotting in these material modes of nature, and if you remain above the influence of material nature, always being engaged in devotional service, we have got varieties of service, we have got such program. So if somewhere or other, if we remain engaged always in devotional service, then there is no question of downfall or going to the hellish condition. Thank you very much.